Welcome to a Torbran, Thane of Redfell, Deck Tech.
We're playing Burn in Commander.
It's a long intro.
Making it longer.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm still wearing contacts, and we are the Nitpicking Nerds. And if you would like to subscribe to this channel, there's a little button right there for you to do it, because we're ranking every commander. You want to see it.
Yeah, it's a really fun series. And besides, you'll want to be a subscriber to our channel because our subscribers are 10% more likely to be featured on the new remix of the song Burn by Ellie Goulding.
Disclaimer, Ellie Goulding has already exceeded the maximum number of remixes of that song possible. That song is terrible. That is the most pop song. Oh, they rhyme fire with higher. Wow, oh, great song, Ellie Goulding. Back to the drawing board. We probably should figure out what we're doing.
So let's read Torbran. He is a I was doing it.
Yeah, but I wanted to say it like that.
Okay, it's fair.
I'll never be able to say it like that again. I was just hyped in the moment.
There's a lot of times you can say. 1, red for a 2/4 legendary dwarf. If a red source you control would deal damage, it deals 2 more damage, and only to your opponent's stuff, which is awesome.
I don't want to take damage from my own stuff, because you'd be dead real quick.
Yeah, he'd be killing you really quick.
Absolutely. What did this deck's budget come down to?
This deck ended up being about $300, $297.10 to be exact.
Well, let's talk right now about, just pick 3 cards off the top of your head you can cut that are a bunch of money.
It's really good, but Perforos is like $25.
Is an Ancient Tomb in here?
Ancient Tomb, throw it out.
20-something?
Strip Mine's like $20.
There you go. Now it's $230, because those cards are not necessarily essential. Categories. Fun fact. We're playing a burn deck.
This is a burn deck.
Creature-based burn.
Creature-based burn. Let's start with some cast trigger creatures.
Casting spells, they're dealing damage, and we're trying to find as many cards as possible to hit every opponent, so we're maximizing the amount of actual points of burn that go out to people.
You want each opponent cards, and let's start with this one, Gutter Snipe. It does to each opponent.
2 and a red for a 2/2. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it pings each opponent for 2, which will be doubled to 4.
Yeah.
Not doubled inherently. 2 plus 2 is doubling 2.
These cards, a lot of these cards look real bad on paper.
Like Electrostatic Field, the 0/4 for 2 with Defender, and you need to cast instant or sorceries to deal 1 to each opponent.
Yeah, that's the same thing, same card, but this one's a wall.
Firebrand Archer is a 2/1, and you cast a non-creature, and it pings everybody for 1.
That one's the best one, because it's not a creature, so you can when you're casting artifacts and enchantments.
That triggers off the most things. We'd rather have that than Gutter Snipe. 3 and 4 is pretty close anyway.
Yeah.
There's so many artifacts in here. I want the artifact triggers.
So yeah, good. The order of these cards: Firebrand Archer, Gutter Snipe, Electrostatic Field. That's the order of the cards. Which order you would actually want these cards in?
Pingers.
Pingers. There's a
We should probably just rattle these off because they're all functionally the same. They all have one little tiny.
But I can do it pretty fast. So, Cinder Pyromancer. He costs 3 mana. It untaps whenever he casts a red spell and it hits target player.
How about we just say what they do? Because the power toughness never matters. And the cost doesn't really matter either.
They're just pingers.
What? Just say their own little unique thing.
Well, I'll say the 3. I'll say the mana cost. The mana cost does matter.
Sure.
A 3 mana Goblin Sharpshooter. He untaps whenever a creature dies. He can hit any target. So he can if there's a small army on the field, he can pick them all off by dealing 3
destroy
each.
every creature with toughness 3 or less, and he's untapped to deal 3 to opponent.
Yeah, he's really strong. One of the best cards in the deck.
Also, if you manage to, let's say, kill 4 of your opponent's creatures, you can just deal 15 to somebody with a different spell.
That's so good. Spear Spewer. He's a 1 mana. He deals 1 damage to each player, but he won't up the 1. You'll take 1 damage. They'll take 3 damage with their commander out.
Spectacle, baby.
It's very important to have your commander out in this deck.
Oh yeah, we're ramping. We're trying to keep them out. We're doing our best. It's hard.
I thought about putting boots. Random thought right here in the middle of the video. This is my own personal deck that I have built for myself.
Yeah, we built this baby. Some people say we don't build all the decks. We're building this one.
Yeah,
I've already played against it.
I was really excited when I saw this commander. I wanted to build a burn deck like this, so I built it. I have this whole deck together physically, except for
the new cards.
The new cards and the cards I couldn't get yet.
Yeah, we got to play his proxy commander against my proxy commander. That's my freaking God Eternal Catcher promo. Just doesn't exist. I just can't get one.
Next one, Sir Kara the Bold. This card's weird. Whenever an instant sorcery you control deals damage to a player, or she deals damage to a player, exile the top card of your library, and you can...
You impulse draw.
Yeah, exactly. Is that what it's called?
Basically, yeah.
Impulse draw. I like that. I like that term. She's a pinger. She taps for 1 to deal 1 to any target.
I hear she's bold.
She's very bold. It's a cool card. I don't know if this card's good. I haven't tested it yet because
Seems fine. Thermal Alchemist, 2 mana, pings each opponent when you cast an instant sorcery spell. It untaps.
Yeah.
That lets you combo off a little bit. Taxers. What do you mean by taxers?
Taxers mean when you take a certain game action, you're going to be taking life also.
Oh.
So Harsh Mentor, whenever an artifact, an opponent activates an artifact, creature, or land ability that is not a mana ability, they take 2 damage.
Fetches are non-mana abilities.
Fetches,
Those hurt.
There's lots of, Wayfarer's Bauble,
You'll be taking 4 every time.
Burnished Heart.
Cracking your cantrip, your Mind Stones, your Hedron Archives.
We're always assuming the
Commander's Sphere.
Rampaging Pharestodon.
Recently unbanned in Standard, so we can play it now.
3 in a red for a 3/3 dinosaur.
2 in a red for a 3/3 dinosaur.
Why do I think he's 3? 2 in a red for a 3/3 dinosaur. Players can't gain life. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under a player's control, that player loses 1 life.
I'm thinking of the players can't gain life text, and I feel like it's pretty good. I wonder if you want Tybalt in this deck.
Tybalt.
New Tybalt.
He does make...
He makes a 3/3, then when it dies, a lightning bolt something.
The 3 ones.
And none of your opponents can gain life.
Yeah, he makes 3 ones that lightning bolt when they die. That's not bad. There's a card coming up later with that text on it. Zuzo, the Punisher.
Almost as good as Zozu the Punisher. You always mix up the U and the O.
I like Zuzo. I like Zuzo. Zozu the Punisher. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, that player takes 2 damage from him, which is going to be up to 4.
And just 2 for you.
And also, just 2 for you. Fetches are going to get them.
All of those just punish fetches a lot.
So let's go to our enchantment base. Okay, this is literally all the enchantments because all of them are good. And I was going to leave out like 1 or 2. Then I'm like, why am I not just listing all of these?
These cards are pretty insane.
Every one of these enchantments is good. We'll start with Burning Earth / Mana Barbs. Burning Earth deals 1 damage whenever they tap a non-basic.
Whenever anyone taps a non-basic.
Yeah, so if you tap a non-basic, it deals 1 damage to you. But Mana Barbs is insane.
It's any land, which means when you play it, anyone who doesn't have artifact mana can't answer it or your commander without taking 3, 6, 9 damage, 12 damage. Sometimes they can't even cast spells.
Yeah, it can knock them down really hard.
We were playing one, and I had to wipe the board, and I cast Austere Command and dealt 21 damage to me.
Yeah,
based on what you had out.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, that sucks.
This deck can be very taxing. Perforos / Impact Tremors. Perforos is a god.
You'll hit your opponents for 4 when a creature enters. Impact Tremor is lesser. It's so tiny. And hits your opponents for 3 when a creature enters.
Yeah, don't worry. Perforos is a god, and he does a bunch of other stuff with it. None of it's relevant. We care about the other stuff. I've got to attack with him in this deck because your devotion.
He was chump blocked.
That's usually what
happens.
happens.
Nothing. Spell shock. Whenever anyone casts a spell, they take 2 damage. Our commander's out, they take 4.
What did you say the other day when I... Oh, no, wait. I went to the store to buy this card, and I put my full list on the table, and he was reading through, and he got to this card, he goes, is that a Magic card? Because he's never heard of it.
No, it's a Pokemon card.
And that was someone who works at a shop, and he's really knowledgeable about the game. He just didn't even know the card existed. It's so random.
It's a thing. Sulfuric Vortex. No one can gain life, and everyone takes 2 on their upkeep.
Oh, but what if they were taking 4?
I like effects like this because if they want to kill it, you just don't take damage.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
The same as Havoc Festival, where it's like, if the 3rd person kills it, you're just like, okay, cool, I didn't lose any life. That's great. And now you all still did.
Yeah, that's...
It's the exact opposite problem of, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, they draw a card.
Yeah, you get the opposite. Like, it's good. It's the good way you
want. It feels good, yeah.
Next, the Gourmet Bagel of the deck.
The Gourmet Bagel? What is that?
The Gourmet Bagel. So the rest of these cards are all the bread and butter of this burn deck.
Apparently this is bread and butter.
This has become our bread and butter thing.
I don't know what this is.
This is
your
bread.
Your hand is bread? And your hand is a knife? What?
Well, I'm just taking butter and hitting it with a stick of butter.
Your hand is bread.
Yeah.
But the exact same thing is also not bread.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it just be, this is a sandwich?
No.
Okay.
Well,
we're getting off track. Describe the Gourmet Bagel.
What, an air sandwich? Idiots. The Gourmet Bagel is the best card in the deck. It's not just bread and butter. It is something more. It is the best.
It is top-notch quality. Why am I paying $12 for a bagel type?
Yeah, why am I playing Gutter Snipe? I wish all my cards could be Pyrohemia. 2 red for an enchantment.
Wow.
That sounds terrible.
No, that sounds great.
If there's no creatures on the field, you'll just sacrifice it. Wow, this seems even worse.
Okay. This is an LR. Let's get to it.
Pay 1 red, deal 1 to each creature and each player. If you activate this 3 times, it does not kill your commander. You deal 9 to everything.
Everything else just takes 9 that you don't control.
Yeah, it's This card's insane and will quick you win your game. If you can activate it 3 times past the turn.
Activate it 3 times. Wait till your creature regenerates. Activate it 3 times.
Oh, it's absolutely insanely good.
Brutal. It's a must kill. You have to kill the commander or this thing.
Yeah, because this.
Or else you're done.
It just ends games.
Donezo. Now we got card advantage.
So this deck struggles very hard with card advantage. I've already tested it.
We've played games where you just die.
So I'm going to go over 2 things. I'm going to go over what I have in the deck right now. And I have a couple of cards that I was thinking about testing that I haven't had a chance to yet.
Ooh.
So I don't know which ones are going to go in the deck. So this is a little different.
Start off with the first string. I was struggling for a sports word there.
Yeah,
and then we have the bench team.
So we have Endless Atlas, which is 2 mana for an artifact. Pay 2, tap it if you control 3 lands. Oh, well, you just draw a card. Pay 2, tap it, draw a card.
If you control 3 lands with the same name. Mountain is the one we're going to control 3 lands of.
Yeah, this deck is stuffed with mountains.
I love Endless Atlas in any monocolor deck, except for maybe mono blue.
Okay, that's not true.
Probably not mono blue or mono black.
This is or green.
Could be fine in green, depends.
Yeah, it depends on your build.
Yeah.
If you're not playing a super creature based deck, which would be strange. So it's more of it's a white and a.
Definitely Boros loves these.
Boros loves this card.
Every Boros anything should probably just have
this card. Isn't great. It really isn't that great. Except for in the decks where you're like, I don't know what I'm going to use to draw.
I can't draw an extra card. I need something to draw me an extra card.
Yeah, because it's funny, because comparing this card to Phyrexian, it's like the same kind of
This
thing.
is so much worse.
Yeah.
And I'll take it. We literally hate Phyrexian Arena, but I love this card because it actually goes in decks that need it.
Black doesn't struggle with drawing cards. You know what struggles? Red. So hard.
And white even more. We also have Commune with Lava, which lights up the stage X, basically, where you can cast all these things. You can play all these things that you hit, X cards off top, until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
So you can play this turn and then again next turn.
Card is good. Very strong actual card advantage that you need in a deck like this.
It's pretty sweet. You can just tap out for it. You'll hit a land. Maybe you'll hit a mana rock.
Yep.
Then you just start going off from there.
Alhammar's Archive is in this deck. So there's a lot of effects like Faithless Looting,
Tormenting Voice.
Cathartic Union. There's a lot of those kind of discard effects. They're not card advantage. They're card selection.
Right.
Rather. And this turns them into card advantage.
Combos into, now you're going off.
There's a bunch of those. There's probably like 5 or 6 of those discard draw effects. And if you can combo off with this, there's something like Glinthorn Buccaneer. It attacks. You discard draw. So you discard 1, draw 2.
Ugh. And then you start dealing damage to people.
Ooh.
3 damage.
That's so strong.
Yep. Reforge the Soul. It's Wheel of Fortune, but it costs 5. But if you Miracle it, it costs 2. Someday Wheel of Fortune will be in this deck, but not right now.
Yeah, I can't afford Wheel of Fortune currently, but I'm going to get one. This deck will have Wheel of Fortune.
Head over to patreon.com to buy Joe a Wheel of Fortune. We'll have a Wheel of Fortune tier. It's like $90 a month.
Also, if you want a Wheel of Fortune, you can head to tcgplayer.com using the link in the description below, which we're going to make go to a Wheel of Fortune.
We're making it go to Wheel of Fortune.
And
3 clicks away from buying a Wheel of Fortune.
So you just need to use that link to get to the site, and then you can buy whatever you want.
Yeah, if you buy cards on there anyway, if you buy cards on TCG Player and you like us, there's basically no reason not to use the link, and it's just better for everybody.
It supports us, it helps us, and well.
All right, what are things you want to try?
I want to try just light up the stage. The deck deals damage a lot, so.
I mean, how are you not getting Spectacle?
You're going to have Spectacle, and that is card advantage. It's real small card advantage, it's like Divination, but it is card advantage. Act on Impulse. This card's actually just pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's basically draw 3.
It's only for the turn.
It's until the end of your next turn.
No, it's this turn.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it doesn't have the same wording as the rest of them.
Oh, never mind.
Not nearly as fun. Vance's Blasting Cannons and Outpost Siege.
They're
just 4 mana enchantments that are Phyrexian Arena.
They're Phyrexian Arenas.
I mean, at least they both do something else eventually.
So
and you're also thinking about Skull Clamp.
What?
You were also thinking about Skull Clamp.
I was thinking about Skull Clamp, even though it doesn't fit in the deck that well, just because.
Sure it does. We've talked about plenty of X1s. All your stupid pingers, they don't do anything, just cash them in.
They're not X1s, they all have big defense.
Talk about Cinder Guy is a 0-1. The Sharpshooters is a 1-1.
Yeah. Those.
Firebrand Archer is a 2-1. Boom. Now Skull Clamp already goes in the deck.
All right. Winning the game. This is an interesting one.
Every deck needs to win the game.
This one is weird though. So this deck is a slow burn. You're going to be burning out your opponents the whole game. That's what the deck does.
Non-stop.
Every card you play is throwing damage out or helping you select cards to deal damage out. You take all the players low at once. That's what you're going to do. Hopefully you can start killing them all.
Well, if you have one big turn where you win, yeah, you're killing everybody at once.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a mana barbs out, you're going to kill people fast.
Well, you're really not. you're gonna get to your next turn and then kill people.
Yeah, because
they're not gonna cast spells.
So one of the things you do is with things like mana barbs is create locks where they can't cast spells because mana barbs is gonna deal them 3. Maybe you have mana barbs and burning.
Yeah, maybe you have both. Maybe you have Shutter Shock, Spell Shock, so they can't cast a spell without taking 4 more.
Yeah.
Oh, they're at 10 life. They can't cast spells. They're gonna have to cross their fingers and pass.
Harsh Mentor, and they have like all these
artifacts. They need to draw cards. I don't know. There's just so many different pieces for it. One of my favorite ways to just win the game for like basically no mana is Price of Progress. It's 1 red instant. Each player takes 2 damage for each non-basic they control. This is absurd amount of damage. It's usually
+2.
I've played it, so it's probably going to get about 12 damage out of it to each opponent, and 14 if you have your commander.
Yeah, it's super strong. Card is great.
2 mana, take 14 damage. Oh, so that would be what? 28, 42? 2 mana, 42 damage.
2 mana, 42 damage, obviously. Rolling Earthquake. This is the weirdest earthquake that ever struck anything ever.
Yes.
Rolling Earthquake only hits every creature except for ones with horsemanship.
And flying.
No.
It hits everything?
Yes.
Oh my god, what?
I'm almost positive. That's why this card
I'll
is...
just look it up. I can look it up faster right here. Yeah, so it hits flyers, but not grounders on horses. But other grounders get killed.
It's weird. It's a rolling... Like, it's such a weird card. It's good because it kills flyers. There's a lot of earthquake effects, but...
You want to either play it for X equals 3, so your commander doesn't die, or X equals 1,000,000, because you're going to win the game.
Yeah, you're trying to kill every player. And this deck really deals out the damage to everybody while keeping yourself decent.
Decent.
There's
no life gain in the
You keep the clothes on. I mean, you're not trying to gain life. This is a burn deck.
I'm saying there's no life gain, so if your opponents are all gaining life, you can only do so much. Maybe that's why you want Tybalt.
We can have Sophia Voltex and Rampaging Ferocious.
That's only 2. I want 3.
You think Tybalt is
I want 3 in my... I would definitely play Tybalt in here.
Oh my God.
That's sweet. Come on, how is that not cool? Even if he dies right away, you still have something to block with.
It works with Skull Clamp.
It works with Skull Clamp. Both of them are going in now.
I don't know.
But I think that was the deck.
There's
no more words in our script.
Yeah, that is the deck. This deck is super cool. It's super fun. It's been nothing but fun to play and test. I've played it in a couple 3 and 2 player games. I want to play it in 4.
We got to get to 4.
I think it'll be fun still.
You just need to draw cards. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
I mean, the deck's going to struggle with that. Mono Red will always struggle with that.
Not if you had Skull Clamp and Tybalt. It's a surefire package.
It's a surefire. You'll always draw them together.
Yes. Should we move to the shout-out section? This is getting pretty long. 27 patrons. 27 patrons you're seeing now on screen.
Yeah.
They're supporting the show because we love them, but not enough to make them uncomfortable.
Wait, is it 27? Because we got one today.
Hold on while I check in on our patron count live. And by live, I mean this was pre-recorded. 28 patrons supporting the channel. Oh my goodness.
Yes. A man, actually, I'll just talk. Because this guy left a comment at like 3 in the morning yesterday. And I'm like, and he said, I want to see gameplay. I'm becoming a patron right now. And I responded like, oh, thank you so much. And he's like, wow, you responded fast.
Yeah.
Because it was like 3 in the morning.
You want gameplay? The best way to get us to do gameplay is to become a patron so we can produce gameplay videos. Because it's not like we don't want to. Yeah. We want to.
We'll we're trying our best to get there. It's
yes.
tough.
Do you buy cards? You TCG player? Buy them with our link. And also, finally, I think we ran out of shoutouts. Because we already mentioned checking us out on Patreon. So I think we're done.
Are we done?
I think so.
We didn't say
Is there some kind of way to leave? I feel like something's missing.
You need to say it.
I feel so empty.
Peace out, Tribe Scout.